Oh, I thought you just said you weren't.
I didn't say I was. I said I wasn't recording about 10 seconds ago. After you asked if I was recording, I pressed record. See how that works?
I do now.
I'm clever. All right, we have Anubis saying he's ready. We're just waiting on Eureka.
I've actually never watched that show.
What?
Have you ever watched it?
What?
Eureka.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No.
I heard it was kind of okay, but I never watched it. Alright, here we go into Game 2. The Pain Street Nation tournament, sponsored by the ever-so-generous Direct Drive.
Now these players are competing. I didn't say this in the first game. And actually, by the way, I didn't record the first game because for some reason my computer felt like being a total dick. And
You didn't press the record button.
I pressed the record button, sir.
I don't know.
But anyways, I didn't record the first game, so just go back to our stream at justin.tv/PSN staff and look for this recording.
/
It's backslash to me, whatever.
God.
Alright, but anyways, as I
/
failed to mention in the
It's important.
first cast, these players are competing for a grand prize of $100. First place is $100.
Grand prize. Winning this tournament, these players will never have to work a day in their lives.
Yeah, first place is $100. Second place, $50. Third place is $25. And we also just recently put up 3 new tournaments. One tournament for bronze and silver. One tournament for gold and platinum, and then the last tournament was diamond and masters. So if you're any one of those styles of players, make sure you sign up to the respective tournament that you would join. And as always, it's free to join, free to sign up, free to play, and you win stuff. So you can't lose.
Oh, unless you lose.
There's no losing here unless you lose. Let's talk about the game a little bit though. We have Eureka spawning in the bottom left as the red Terran. And we have Anubis spawning in the top right as the blue Terran. First game was on
Tal'Darim Altar.
Yeah,
yes.
It was a big macro game, which I'm really pissed I didn't get the recording. But that's beside the point. The first game.
It's alright.
First game. The first game did go to Eureka though. He did a very, very aggressive marine tank push at the front of Anubis's.
I'd hardly call turtling that aggressive, but
Sir, he turtled until he had about 6 siege tanks, and then he pushed out and was like, "Oh, what's up? I heard you like siege tanks at your front door." And he killed
and what
Anubis'
you just described is anything but aggressive.
It was
aggressive would be what Anubis did, which was an early 6-axe push. That's aggressive. Eureka tried to squeeze into the base here by getting stopped by that supply depot.
Actually, gonna take a couple of hit points off that supply depot, knocking it down to 385 out of 400.
Which is actually very big, a huge deal. That's gonna come into play later on in the game.
You know, when Eureka does a baneling bust to the front door of Anubis.
Yeah.
See how it worked out?
Exactly.
I put a race in here that's not even playing.
Oh, you so clever. Eureka doesn't even have anything close to a wall off. He just has a couple Marines at the front of the door. And so Anubis is just gonna get right in there, see everything.
Eureka just took that Marine and just brushed against the SCV. He's like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And just totally walked right by him.
He tried to push it down the ramp. He's like, "No, you're not allowed to get up here. I used to be allowed."
None shall pass.
Anyway, that SCV is gonna go down, but only after it sees absolutely everything. It did see that factory. It saw the barracks. It saw the mineral line. It saw the refinery. It saw the supply depot. It saw absolutely everything. Meanwhile, Eureka has pretty much no information except for the one bunker at the front of Anubis's base.
Eureka going for some early tanks again. Is this gonna be another Marine tank? Reactor on the barracks.
It sure looks like it because last time I checked, reactors do not build anything other than Marines on a barracks.
In the campaign, they build medics, though. So maybe he's.
Because we're playing campaign.
I'll just shut up now.
We have a starport down for Eureka. Nice little factory built, and another starport for Anubis. So they're both going actually very similar builds. The only difference is that Eureka has absolutely no idea. Oh, actually, no, he saw that factory. When did he see that factory? He must have scanned. So, Eureka does have an idea of what his opponent's doing now. Anubis trying to play Age of Empires and building the starport with 2 SCVs, hoping it'll go faster, but that does not happen in Starcraft, unfortunately.
Actually, no, he's got that one SCV rallied to the one that's building, because he just follows him around.
I guess it was just a little bit of a misclick then. Oh well, it happens. Looking at the income tab, it doesn't really matter. The income's pretty even anyway, and by even I mean Anubis is ahead.
We have Eureka pushing out, actually with a Hellion and 4 Marines. Is he getting Blue Flame? No. I'd like to see some Blue Flame, though.
But we do have a Banshee coming out for Anubis. So we are going to be seeing some more harassed play that Anubis was doing last game with those Reapers late game, except this is Banshees and it's early game. So
no
it's going to be...
though.
No,
oh, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. It does take 2 production cycles for Banshee for Cloak to be finished, so that Cloak is going to be finishing a little bit later than that second Banshee is going to be popping out because he did start a little bit late. But, I mean, that's really not that big of a deal.
Oh, Eureka pushing up with that Hellion first. Hellion getting taken out. 2 Marines getting picked off, and 1 at very, very low HP.
You did not see that tech lab on the starport, though.
Eureka, you're going to be pulling back. Yeah, that was just out of vision range. He does see the expansion being built, though, and Eureka is responding with building his own expansion.
Yeah, Eureka actually does have Vikings out, so he might have just assumed his opponent was going Banshees and made 2 Vikings just as a just-in-case type of thing, or he could have meant to build Medivacs and misclicked, although that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he's not really building anything else out of that starport right now. And we do have the Banshee, the 1 Banshee for Anubis coming around the back of Eureka's base. Eureka going to spot that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this, though. That Banshee is getting revealed way too early. Cloak just now finished. Oh, he does Cloak, but he is using to run away. I feel like Anubis should have waited until he had that second Banshee up so he could have done a bit more damage, or at least waited for Cloak to finish, because now... I mean, it's really not going to matter because that missile turret's getting thrown down and it's going to be too late for those Banshees to do any damage. And so he just invested all of this money for nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, I like the play that Eureka did where he actually had 1 missile turret down as that Banshee rolled into his base, so he could actually reveal the Banshee if he got close enough. And he was building those Vikings as a precaution to Banshees, just not wanting to leave any kind of holes in his gameplay. He did see that starport, like Chris said. He did not see the tech lab though, so he wasn't aware it was Banshees for sure, but he didn't want to be proved wrong, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Eureka moving down to secure his natural now. He knows that, I mean, that was a huge investment fail with those Banshees, so he knows has a bit of an economic lead, so it's safe to expand. There won't be any pressure coming up anytime soon. Anubis expanding as well. A bit more riskier for him, but, you know, what's Eureka going to do? He has no idea. Anubis does have a couple of tanks out right now. He does have Siege. He doesn't have that much of an army, actually. Look at the units tab. He hardly has anything. He has 2 Banshees, 3 tanks, and 6 Marines. I mean, that's kind of like a joke.
Yeah, on the other hand, though, we do have Eureka with 1 Hellion, 2 Vikings, and 2 Siege tanks, and 14 Marines.
He has 14 Marines.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's like twice the army.
Kind of. If they clashed right now, obviously Eureka would win because he has the Marine advantage. But is Anubis building anything? He's building 2 Vikings.
He's building 2 Vikings. Hellion moved in to harass a little bit. Just got picked off pretty fast by the Banshees. I don't think he got any kills. Nope. A lot of SCVs though have like what? How much? 3 health. 3 health. 17 health. I mean, 1 more hit. That would have done a lot of damage, but it got picked off just in time.
2 bunkers going down to secure the front of Anubis' base. And Eureka, again, just going to secure his natural.
Yeah, both players just macroing hard right now. I mean, I feel like neither player likes to attack until they have a max army, and it's just whoever gets there first.
Yay, we got Blue Flame going down for Eureka. So he's going to be pumping out that Blue Flame for his Hellions. You know, you don't see it too often, but I do like mass Hellion play.
I think everyone likes mass Hellion play. It's like Reavers, except not from Starcraft 1.
Anubis actually going for a very, very fast... okay, I guess I can't say fast third. It's 13 minutes into the game.
It's actually a pretty standard third timing.
And he's at almost 2,000 minerals.
Yeah, he has a huge mineral buildup right now. I don't know if he's playing to save it up and spend it, or if he's just not able to macro that well.
Maybe he just builds up a trust fund, then he throws down a bunch of... I have no idea where I'm going with this.
I don't know. He is blocking off that back path. I forgot what Tasteless calls it, or one of them.
Tasteless secret hallway?
No, John's common knowledge hallway. That's what he calls it. I think.
Oh,
is it John? I don't know.
Yeah,
who says that?
That's
someone says that.
I think that's Tasteless. Or
anyway,
that's
he does have an engineer.
Whatever.
Thing. It's one of those guys.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. We do have 2 Banshees all the way over here on the side, not really doing much of anything, have a lot of energy built up. Engineering bay down at the back door for Anubis. Not building anything yet, though.
We have
third just now finishing.
2 Banshees moving in now for Anubis into Eureka's base. Eureka does not have anything in position to spot those currently.
Oh! Anubis attacking the supply drop to supply depot. That supply drop does give a bunch of extra supply at only the cost of energy, but he is losing all of that extra supply now when that supply depot got picked off. So that's actually a pretty big deal.
Cloaking right now to get away from the Vikings, which is a really good choice because Eureka actually has both command centers have enough energy for a scan. Eureka also pushing out now with those blue flame Hellions around the hallway. And pro tip, if you click past something,